Y'all, you probably think Bichette'S future with the Toronto Blue Jays is locked up tight after that World Series run. But hold up, Blue Jays Nation, can you believe this bombshell? Baseball America just dropped a $240 million projection. That's got the entire MLB sweating bullets. Today we reveal the move that could redefine Toronto baseball forever. We're talking about the shortstop controversy that has front offices from New York to LA scrambling, and it's happening right here in the 6IX. Stick around because what I'm about to break down will have you rethinking everything you thought you knew about our beloved Bo. If you're a true fan of the Blue Jays, you won't want to miss a second of today's update. Smash that like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Look, let me paint you the picture of where we stand right now. The Blue Jays just wrapped up a heartbreaking World Series loss. But here's the thing, we're closer to glory than we've been since those legendary back-to-back championships in '92 and '93. Bo Bichette bounced back from that nightmare 2024 season with a spectacular 311, 357, 483 slash line, and 18 bombs. The AL East is still a bloodbath with the Yankees, Red Sox, and Orioles breathing down our necks, but we've got the pieces to dominate this division for years to come. But here's where it gets messy, folks. Rogers Center has been buzzing with trade rumors all offseason, and the front office is facing some serious decisions. Our payroll flexibility isn't what it used to be, and with Vlad Jr. already locked up, every dollar counts. The rotation needs tweaking after some inconsistent performances down the stretch. And don't even get me started on the bullpen situations that kept us up at night during those playoff games. Now here's the kicker that's got everyone from Sportsnet to TSN talking. Bichette'S defensive metrics at shortstop have teams wondering if he's destined for a position change. During the World Series, we saw him manning second base for the first time, and scouts are whispering that this might be his future. But here's the brutal reality. Shortstop money versus second base money is like comparing Rogers Center to a high school field. The problems are stacking up faster than snow in January. Our offensive inconsistencies haunted us all season, especially with runners in scoring position. The pitching rotation, while talented, showed cracks when it mattered most. And let's be honest, the pressure from Jays Nation after tasting World Series baseball again is through the roof. Fans are expecting another championship run, not a rebuilding phase that reminds us of those dark years between 2016 and 2020. According to insider sources like Shi Davidi from Sportsnet, the rumor mill is absolutely churning right now. Teams are circling like vultures, knowing that Bichette'S camp wants shortstop money while front offices are calculating second base value. The Buffalo Bisons have been developing some intriguing prospects that could factor into any potential trades. Meanwhile, agents across the league are using Bichette'S projected $240 million as leverage for their own clients. Now let me break this down from two critical angles that'll determine our franchise's next 5 years. From a roster construction standpoint, paying Bichette $30 million annually as a shortstop makes sense if he stays at the position and continues hitting like he did in 2025. But if teams envision him moving to second base, that contract becomes one of the most expensive second base deals in baseball history. It's the difference between getting elite shortstop production and potentially overpaying for good second base numbers. From a tactical perspective, manager John Schneider has been experimenting with different lineup configurations, and Bichette'S versatility gives us options we didn't have before. His ability to play multiple infield positions means we could pursue other shortstop targets while keeping Bo's bat in the lineup. But here's the strategic dilemma. Do we lock him up long-term and adapt our roster around his eventual position change? Or do we let him walk and reinvest that money across multiple positions? Before we continue, smash that like if you bleed blue and white. But here's the kicker that nobody's talking about yet. What if Bichette'S willingness to change positions actually makes him more valuable, not less? Teams love versatility, and his public commitment to staying in Toronto alongside Vlad Jr. could create a hometown discount situation that benefits everyone. Let's talk scenarios, because this decision ripples through our entire organizational future. The optimistic outlook has us re-signing Bichette to a team-friendly deal that allows roster flexibility while keeping our championship core intact. We're talking about a potential dynasty with Vlad, Bo, and the supporting cast we've built through smart drafting and development. The timeline points to contention windows that could last through 2030 and beyond. But the cautious approach suggests letting Bichette test free agency and reallocating those resources across starting pitching, bullpen depth, and potential superstar acquisitions. Key dates are approaching fast, the trade deadline decisions, our next homestand that could influence fan sentiment, and potential player returns from injury that might shift our strategic priorities. The brutal truth is this: Bichette wants to get paid like the elite shortstop he believes he is, but teams are questioning whether his defensive future lies at that premium position. It's a classic case of perception versus reality, and the $240 million projection sits right in the middle of that tension. Some executives see it as fair market value for a proven offensive contributor, while others view it as an overpay for a position-changing player. Here's what makes this situation absolutely fascinating from a baseball operations perspective. Bichette has publicly expressed his desire to stay in Toronto and keep building something special with Vlad Jr. That emotional connection to the fan base in the city could influence his decision-making process. But business is business, and if another team offers him shortstop money with a guarantee he'll stay at the position, loyalty only goes so far. The ripple effects extend beyond just Bichette's contract. How we handle this situation sends a message to future free agents about our commitment to homegrown talent versus fiscal responsibility. It impacts our development philosophy for prospects in the system, and it determines whether we're building for sustained excellence or preparing for periodic retooling cycles. So here we are, Jays Nation, staring down a decision that could define the next era of Toronto baseball. Do we bet big on Bo Bichette as the cornerstone of our championship aspirations, or do we make the tough business decision that prioritizes roster flexibility over sentimental favorites? The $240 million question isn't just about money, it's about identity, championship windows, and the kind of organization we want to be. Baseball, America's projection, might seem like just another number, but it represents years of statistical analysis, market comparisons, and educated guessing about how teams value different positions and skill sets. Whether Bichette stays in Toronto or takes his talents elsewhere, this decision marks a pivotal moment in franchise history. We're talking about a player who's become synonymous with Blue Jays baseball over the past few seasons, a fan favorite who embodies the grit and determination that defines our city. The clock is ticking, and front offices across baseball are preparing their pitches. Some will offer him shortstop guarantees, others will present compelling championship opportunities, and a few might just throw money at the problem and hope it works out. But at the end of the day, Bichette holds the cards, and his decision will reverberate through Rogers Center for years to come. Blue Jays fans, here's my question for you. Who do you want to see in a Blue Jays uniform this season? And how much are you willing to pay to keep our championship core together? Are you team pay Bo whatever it takes? Or team invest that money across multiple positions? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get this debate started. And if you want to stay locked in on every twist and turn of this developing story, smash that subscribe button, because this offseason is just getting started, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.